Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the Divine Partnership reading. This is where we look at the union energies of the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, how they're relating to each other, the overall energies, and then we go in deep with the extended version, with the head space, heart space, and physical world of both, how they're feeling about each other, what's challenging the connection, what's helping the connection, and final messages from both counterparts. We do the extended over on the Patreon. With your Patreon subscription, you will unlock all the extended versions from this month and all the previous months, including all of the bonus content and exclusive readings that we have up there as well. And going forward, in the near future, we are also going to be having free readings for Patreon subscribers where I'll pull one card and channel some messages for subscribers during a live stream. So make sure that you subscribe to the Patreon for $11.11 a month and stay tuned for that. We'll probably do we'll always have some bonus content going up. We'll always have the extended readings going up, but we'll probably do the live stream maybe once a month. Things have been a little bit hectic around here. Things have been a little bit topsy-turvy in a positive way. It seems like everything has been unfolding with regards to my own journey this week. So we had a bit of a change in schedule, but next week we'll be back on schedule with the daily energy draws and the live stream on Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if my readings resonate with you, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything. We'll probably have a weekend update as well coming up, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And yeah, we'll be back with the regular schedule, including the live stream on Monday, so make sure that you stay tuned. If you are interested in a personal reading from me, make sure that you get those booked in. I'm running the sale until the end of the month, $10 off the full spread and the half spread. You can find all of my services in the description box below or on my website, susandonspiritual.com. And thank you all to all of you who have purchased personal readings or who have subscribed to the Patreon. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate that support so much. Okay. Today we're going to be looking at the overall energies for the union energies for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. So we'll see what messages we channel. We usually channel some higher level messages here, so I'm just going to open myself up as a divine channel for Spirit. Welcome me in my Ascended Master, Spirit Guides, Archangels, ID, and high vibration. We are working in pure divine white light. Let's see what Spirit has to say for these union energies. Okay, let's get energies for the Divine Masculine, please. Energies for the Divine Masculine. Where is this Divine Masculine collective? Bring forth messages for the best and highest good of this collective. I was going to use this Journey of Love deck, but you know what? They keep pulling me to this Gaia Oracle. So maybe we'll use the Journey of Love in the extended version. But let's see what they have to say here. We go where Spirit wants us to go. That is how we work. I hope you guys are having a good start to your weekend. It is a gloomy Friday here. A rainy Friday. But I kind of like these days. It's those days where you just kind of huddle up and work and reflect and I'm hearing find the love within yourself. So maybe that's a message for somebody. Maybe that's a message for me. Just go within and find the love. Feel the love. Chance to go within. Okay, one more. Okay, Divine Masculine, please. Divine Masculine. Okay. Divine Feminine, please. Divine Feminine. And thank you, all of you who sent me emails and commented about my dog. He is doing well. He has hypothyroidism, so just a little bit of medication, and hopefully he'll be back to normal. He's not going anywhere. I'm very grateful. So thank you guys so much for your words of support. I appreciate that. Riley appreciates that too. Give me one more for union energies, please. One more for union, and we'll get one more for let's get one more for. Thank you. Yep. And then let's get one more for union energies. Ascension. Okay. Nope. Actually, they're saying that's okay. All right. All right. Let's start with Divine Feminine. Now, remember that the energies are becoming so merged that sometimes it's hard to determine whether you're relating to the masculine or feminine energy. So really pay attention to both, especially at this stage of the journey for the collective that I read for, the segment of the collective that I read for, because we are talking about the masculine and feminine energies within you. They're becoming so balanced within you. Most of you, the majority of you, are in inner union or are coming into inner union within yourself, which is the balancing of the masculine and feminine energies. And also, as you come into inner union, you also come into your predominant energy, which is predominantly divine masculine or predominantly divine feminine. It really feels like a homecoming with the balancing of the energies within you, and then that extends into your outer union with your physical counterpart. Take the messages as they resonate with you. If they don't resonate with you at this time, disregard them, or take it as it resonates. And if it doesn't resonate with you, there are a lot of other readers on YouTube, and I'm always happy to recommend those that might resonate with you and you're part of the journey. Okay, so we have for the Divine Feminine 2 cards here. One of attachment and one of peace. And the energy that I'm getting here from attachment, I'm going to start with this. Attachment, letting go, restriction, fear. Peace is dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. So I'm picking up on a segment of the collective that is still going through some healing. I'm actually hearing that you might still be going through a bit of a tower moment, shifts in consciousness, shifts in mindset around this connection. They're saying that that's necessary in order to continue to clear the way for the connection, in order to clear the way into greater harmony. And if you guys have been on my channel for a while, if you've been following me for a while, you know that about 2 weeks ago, I experienced this, where it was just tower moment after tower moment after tower moment, trigger after trigger after trigger, it was a complete purge that allowed me to step fully into my divine feminine energy. Like I said, it was like a homecoming. It was inner union. It balanced the energies within me, and it just brought about so much peace within me. Anchored me into that high vibration, anchored me into that joy and that happiness for life itself, that love for life itself, even with struggling with some external factors. Even with that, I just had a full-on appreciation of my life, anchoring into the present moment, anchoring into being here now, and that changed my outer connection with my divine counterpart. We reunited and we've come together, and it has been mostly peace and harmony. If there are triggers, we talk through it, we work through it. It's a different energy. It's a fresh beginning for both of us. And I see the change in him as well. Ascension Confessions, episode number 20, if you guys are interested in hearing about that. But that's the energy that I'm getting here. Some of you might be experiencing that, the tower moments and the triggers, and it's because you're still holding on to the past, you're still holding on to pain, and that is restricting this connection. That's restricting you from moving forward for your own life, achieving that own inner harmony, that own inner balance, your own joy and happiness, because you're blocking that through fear. You're blocking that through holding on so tightly. You have to release attachment. You have to release attachment to the connection. You have to release, I'm also hearing attachment to the label, because remember, we're talking about love here. And love has no label. We use the label, twin flames, soulmates, etc., to kind of understand the difference in connections. But what it comes down to is a love. The love is the only thing that matters, and what you feel for each other is the only thing that matters. And when you go within your heart, you understand this. You feel the love for and from your divine counterpart, and everything else fades away. The only thing that matters is the love that is felt between you two, the connection that is felt between you two. So it's important to let go of the labels. It's important to let go of even the physical 3D reality, because that is only what you can see, hear, taste, touch, and smell. That is not the truth. It's the external that reflects what's going on internally. So if you're experiencing pain or fear or resentment or anger towards your divine counterpart, it's important to really go within and see where you're experiencing that for yourself. Where is that just, where are they reflecting? Where's their behavior or their lack of communication or their words reflecting what's going on within you, within any pain that is being held within you? And so the importance of that is to let go. And let go, it has a harsh connotation. It's very hard for us as humans to let go because of this attachment. So it's really about stepping into flow and being present. We've been talking about this for the past few weeks on this channel. Being present allows you to let go. Being present allows you to let go of the attachment. It's when you're so caught up in your mind, in your ego, and that's part of dissolving the ego, that you hold on so tightly, because the ego is meant as a survival mechanism. The ego is meant to hold on. The ego has helped us to survive by preserving us. It's a self-preservation tool. We don't need the ego anymore, because we're shifting the paradigm back to one of love versus one of survival. And as we shift the paradigm back from survival to one of love, waking up to the truth of who we are, which is just love and light, remembering that we are spirit, that we are soul, and that as soul we have all the tools within us. We're waking up to remembering that we have everything that we need within us. As we're remembering that, we're letting go of the ego. But the ego is still trying to hold on, because the ego is still trying to protect us. So the way to circumvent this is to come to a state of appreciation, to stay in that high vibration, and you do that by focusing your thoughts. If you're too far in the past, if you're looking back on, oh, this is what I experienced with my divine counterpart, so it's going to be the same going forward, that's a pattern that your mind has created for you based on past events. That's what we have to let go of by trusting. By allowing, being in the present moment, we allow it to flow, and we trust the universe to always have our backs. We trust our hearts to always be one with us, to always be guiding us. Letting go of the past, letting go of past resentments also is about forgiveness. When we think too far in the future, we also get caught up in this cycle. We also get caught up in this mind trap, because we're worried about outcomes. We're worried about, we have expectations for what's to come. We daydream, and daydreaming is great. Daydreaming is how you manifest. You hold the vision, but you also have to let go of how that vision is going to come to pass. Have your daydream. Imagine yourself reuniting with your divine counterpart in a beautiful way. Feel the joy of that. Feel the happiness there. Feel the high vibration and the love there. But let go of how you envision that's going to be. Hold your vision with regards to, and I know this sounds contradictory, hold your vision with regards to the feelings and the emotions and the joy and the happiness and the bliss that surrounds the two of you. But with regards to the steps it takes to get there, that's where you have to let go and let the universe create the miracle. Let the universe create the how it's meant to be, how it's meant to manifest. Let the universe align. You do your work by aligning to it, by raising your vibration to that energy of love. And by raising your vibration to the energy of love, you are letting go of attachment. You are letting go of the fear. You are letting go of any resentment that you have for your divine counterpart. You are coming back to a place of peace and joy and forgiveness within yourself. That's how you raise your vibration. That's how you come into alignment. And as you come into alignment, the universe then aligns the situations, the people, places, and things for your vision to take place. So, letting go of the worry for the future, coming back to a place of trust. When you are in the present moment, you're in a place of gratitude, you're in a place of appreciation, you're in a place of complete trust. And for divine feminines, this trust equates to flow. This trust equates to receptivity. You're not in a place of needing to control. That's your masculine energy within you. When you're in your pure divine feminine energy, and remember, you do hold both. You do alternate between both at any given time of day, depending on what it is that you're doing, depending on what it is that you need. But when you truly anchor into your predominant divine feminine energy, you're in a place of flow. Countering that, the divine masculine energy is a place of taking action. What was interesting about this was my divine masculine. I'll give you guys an example of this. He has risen into his predominant divine masculine energy, and it is beautiful to see. And I was given evidence of this when we were in a car, and he was talking about a business that he is building, that we're building together. And he said, that he had previously gotten so caught up in his mind that he let himself hold himself back. And now he's like, I just need to take action. That's what I need to do. When I have that thought, when my heart says what I want to do, I just need to take action. That is the divine masculine in their divine masculine, predominant divine masculine energy. Taking action, taking authority, taking control of their life, taking leadership. It is the most beautiful thing. You, divine feminines, have to counter that by being in your divine feminine role, your predominant divine feminine role, which is allowing your divine masculine to take action, allowing your divine masculine to lead. By stepping back with your masculine energy and just trusting and being in a place of flow and receptivity and allowing. Being in alignment with your true self, and it feels like home for you. It really does feel like home when you're in your predominant energy. It feels like this peace. Dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. It's dissolving anything that isn't your predominant energy. It's dissolving that ego. It's dissolving that need to control us, that needing to fight, that needing to think, needing to take the lead. That's your masculine energy. Step back so that your masculine can take on that role. And you do that energetically. By just being in a place of trust. And now, when we say trust, yes, it's trusting your divine masculine as well, but it's also trusting yourself. It's also trusting the divine, because that's that Trinity energy. That's that union energy. It's you. We've been channeling this on the channel for a while. If you're new here, this goes back at least a couple of months, at least 6 months. What they have been channeling to me since the very beginning was that Three of Cups energy. And what happens is you have Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles energy. You have the divine, God, source, love energy, whatever, the universe, whatever it is that you want to call that infinite love energy. You have the divine, you have the masculine, and you have the feminine. And what this is it creates this triangle here, this Trinity energy. What they had actually changed over the course of the months for me, so they have been channeling that for possibly a year. What they changed over the course of for me the past few months was that it's not quite like this, because this still has separation, as you can see. What this Trinity energy is, it's like this. Now this is still incomplete, they've been saying, because you still have separation here in the layers. This is a complete merging. This is the best we can do, they're saying. This is the best we can do. This is a complete merging of energies between the masculine, the feminine, and the divine itself. And if you want to, we have a whole playlist of special channeled messages, and we go into union energies. What is union? What does union actually mean? So if I remember, I'll link it in the description box below, but definitely check out our playlist of channeled messages, especially with regards to union, because we go into what is union as far as soul purpose, what is union as far as physically coming together, what is union as far as this energy, this Trinity energy. We dive in deep with very high level special channeled messages, because remember, union and your divine partnership is not just about the physical. It is also not just about the physical relationship. It is also about the love that is between you two, the connection there, the spiritual connection, how you're feeling on that deep level. And how, as you relate on that deep level, as you come into union on that higher level, that spiritual level, that then reflects in your external world. If you're so focused on your external world, then you're not doing the inner work. If you're so focused on the relationship, then you're not manifesting it through the heart space, and everything manifests through the heart space. Then you're just controlling the physical relationship. That's the 3D paradigm. That's the old paradigm. Everything comes through the spiritual structure. Everything comes through the higher dimensions. Everything comes through the heart space. Everything comes through the spiritual aspect of this connection. So really check out the special channel messages playlist, especially if you are interested in moving your connection forward. And if you haven't been seeing your connection move forward, because that might give you some greater understanding of what we're talking about here. Okay, so Divine Feminine, message for you is to really let go of that attachment when you're feeling the emotions, especially if you are being triggered, if you're being challenged, if you're having terror moments. Also, let go of the emotions. Don't attach yourself to the story of the emotions. Feel it. Allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to process it. Don't suppress it. Don't weigh it down. Don't say, "Oh, I'm okay. I'll be fine." Allow yourself to experience the emotions of what it is bringing up to the surface for you, but then process that. Say, why am I feeling this? What fear is this bringing up? For purging, because what you're doing is you're bringing up all that soul sludge to get rid of all that toxic energy within you, all that karma, to lighten your soul. That's essentially what you're doing. In this 3D paradigm, all of our pain, all of our trauma, all of our past lifetimes and past fears have really weighed us down, really weighed our soul down. What we're doing is we're getting rid of that soul sludge to become truly who we are, which is the soul of who we are, which is love, which is light. Remembering that we are that unconditional love, that we are that unconditional light, that we are source energy itself. That's what we're remembering. That's what we're waking up to. But if we attach to our emotions, if we attach to the stories, if we attach to false beliefs and old patterns and old behaviors, then we're not ascending. This is all about ascension. That's what this journey is all about. It's about ascending to a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of being, a higher vibration of love. That's what this journey truly is about. And as you experience that within, then you experience that with your divine counterpart. You experience that high vibrational love with your divine counterpart. But you have to let go of the attachment. You have to do the work. Let go of the resentment. Let go of the fear. Let go of the trauma. Let go of the emotions. Let go of the stories that you were telling yourself. Tell yourself a new story. If you are in a place where you're telling yourself a story of my divine masculine does this, my divine masculine does that, you're focused on evidence of that. Focus on evidence of the contrary. For me, I'll give you an example. A couple of weeks ago, I was in a place where I couldn't believe that my divine counterpart would be there for me. I didn't know if I could depend on him because I was always focused on the evidence of the contrary, where he was in and out, where it was hot and cold energy, where I didn't know if he was going to be there. But I was so focused on that negative evidence and energy that's what I was receiving. When I changed the story, when I consciously chose to change the story, I saw that not only had he always been there answering my phone calls or asking after me, that he was showing up in the in future going forward. I should say, he was showing up as more dependable, as more reliable, as saying, "Here, I am here for you." So change the story and you change your life. You change your life. But it's about letting go of the attachment to come back to this place of peace. And you know that you're in a positive energy. You know you're in a high vibrational energy when you feel balanced and peace within your heart. And you anchor into that when you feel that all the time, despite the any triggers or any challenges that you might be experiencing on the external. Yes, you might be upset. Yes, you might feel grief. Yes, you might feel sorrow. Yes, you might feel anger. But underneath that, it's like layers here now. So the anger, any external situations that arise, you have to feel your emotions. So yes, you might feel anger. You might, even at your divine counterpart, you might feel anger or grief about a situation. But that is here on this level. Underneath that, because of the healing work you've done, is that layer of peace. And so any grief or anger that rises to the surface, it's very shallow now. And your soul will no longer allow you to sink and spiral permanently into that grief, into that sorrow, into that upset, because it's blocked by that peace that you're feeling within your heart. And so that peace that you're feeling underneath it, as a layer underneath it, is allowing you to easily transmute the pain, transmute the fear, transmute the sorrow or the grief or the anger, and let go of it. You release the attachment. It's almost like that layer of peace is protected now. That's where your heart is completely anchored and balanced now, so that even though you are feeling anger or fear or upset or sorrow or grief, whatever it is that you're feeling, it blocks it so that you don't sink into that, so that you can let that go, so that you detach yourself from the emotions. And as you feel your way through it, you transmute it and you come back to, it's like it disintegrates your emotions, that negative emotion disintegrates, and you come back to that place of peace and balance and harmony and happiness and high vibration within yourself as you transmute that negative energy, as you transmute whatever it is that you're feeling, as you heal whatever it is that you're feeling. You always come back to that place of peace. That is what this next stage of evolution is all about. That is what this ascension journey is all about. You transmute that energy to come back to this place of peace, because peace is your natural state. It is your natural state. Okay, Divine Feminines, it feels like, so for some of you, it feels like you're anchoring into that state of peace. For some of you, you're still learning the lesson of detachment, releasing attachment, letting go, and that's okay. Where you are is where you are. You're not far behind on the journey. You're not ahead of the journey. You're exactly where you are meant to be, learning what you are meant to be learning. So have faith in that, and have faith in this connection. Have faith in this journey, because this coming to a place of peace within yourself changes everything. It shifts everything. It heals everything. It's really a beautiful feeling. So be where you are now. Come to that place of appreciation for where you are in the journey, because that is going to help this connection. That is going to help your efforts in evolution, your efforts in ascension as well. That is where you are ascending to. That is a stepping through the doorway is what I'm hearing. So you're in a really beautiful place where you are ascending. This is ascension energy. So really, really beautiful. Divine Masculines, we have the Tree of Life, fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessings, and intuitive communication, silent whispers of the heart. For this Divine Masculine energy, what I'm getting is, it's interesting, you have an 8 card here, and then these cards add up to 8s as well. So I feel like you're both in a place where you're starting to welcome in your abundance, which is really beautiful. For the collective that I am reading for here, you see on this tree, you have all these symbols here. You have the infinity symbol, the 8 number, which is abundance. You have the star, which is fulfilled. You have the yin yang, which is the balancing of the feminine and masculine energy. We have the heart. We have the cross. We have the sacred cross. We have, what else do we have here? I think that's it. So the energy that I'm getting here is, this is awakening for the Divine Masculine. This is an energy of, they are aware of this connection, and they are open to this connection. They are seeing the abundance and the blessings of this connection. And I'm getting also that perhaps they are starting to open up to their intuitive gifts as well. Not just with you, Divine Feminines, although that is part of it. They're starting to, perhaps in dream state, they're dreaming of you. Perhaps you're receiving signs and synchronicities that they are applying to you and applying to this connection. They might also be having conversations with you that they are hearing from you. They're stepping into their heart space. So as they are hearing from you, they're recognizing that it's actually coming from you, as they're having conversations with you in a way of daydreaming with you, realizing that it is coming from you. But also on a higher level, they're communicating with their spirit team. They're communicating with their guides, with their angels, with their ascended masters, whoever it is that they relate to best. It's an energy of their crown chakra and brow chakra really opening to their intuitive abilities, to their intuitive communication here, their ability to connect intuitively in the heart space, because their heart has opened. Their heart has opened, and it's like we have the words Tree of Life here. It's like their life has opened. It's like they're seeing things with fresh eyes. It's like they have finally opened their eyes to what their life can be. What their life wasn't working for them, and they knew there was something better, but it was almost like a feeling of they felt trapped and they didn't know how to transcend that. This ascension journey, this next stage of their evolution, has opened up their heart. They have gone into their feminine body, their feminine emotions, their feminine energy, opened up to their emotional body, opened up their heart, and now they are really in their energy of opening up to their intuitive gifts. Because remember, I talk about this a lot on the channel as well. The masculine energy, remember, both of you holding that masculine energy within you, the masculine energy is really about being in the lower level chakras. It's grounded in the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the what am I missing? Solar plexus chakra. The feminine energy is really grounded in the higher dimension, or the higher level energies, the higher ascended chakras. It is the crown chakra, the brow chakra, and the throat chakra. And what happens as you're merging your energies, as you're coming into balance with all of your chakras and your energies, what's happening is the masculine energy is rising, the feminine energy is bringing the template, the higher dimensional templates down. And what happens is you meet in the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra. And what they had channeled to me was you meet on the bridge of the heart. That is the bridge, and that is how you manifest outwards. That is how you manifest your reality. That's how you create your reality, your physical reality, by bridging the template of the masculine energy, the feminine energy, the masculine energy rising, the feminine energy bringing that higher dimensional spirituality down, the masculine energy being very grounded in the physical, the material plane, and they're rising to meet the feminine in her spiritual nature. The feminine is bringing the template down to the physical reality so that you both can co-create, meet on the bridge of the heart, and co-create through the heart space, through the heart chakra. Everything happens through the open heart. That's what your masculine has done. They have anchored into both their feminine and masculine energies. They're anchoring into the predominant masculine energy now, just as you are anchoring into your predominant feminine energy, and they are opening up their heart. They're opening up to their emotional body. They're opening up to their intuitive senses, opening up their gifts, acknowledging their gifts, acknowledging this connection. And as they're doing that, they're wanting to step more into their King of Cups, King of Swords energy, which is all about speaking their truth, expressing themselves. It's all about being who they are authentically. Where before they were in a structure, in a paradigm, the patriarchal paradigm. This is for masculines, male masculines, but also female masculines who were more in the masculine energy. But more so, we're talking about male masculines, where the paradigm was, the patriarchal conditioning was, they had to suppress their emotions. They couldn't speak their true self. They couldn't be emotional. They couldn't express their feelings because they looked weak. They were constantly told to man up, so to speak. They were constantly told to get a hold of themselves. Feminines, when you were in your feminine energy, when you dating back to 1900s, they were feminines. When they were emotional, when they were experiencing their emotions, they were called hysterical. They were told that they were in hysterics. It was actually a medical condition for females. For masculines, they had to suppress their emotions for fear of being called hysterical, for fear of being called emotional. That is what we're changing. That is the old paradigm. That's the patriarchal conditioning. That is the negative, the corrupt, the patriarchal control. That's what was corrupted. That is what we are changing to balance out the energies, to balance out the flow, to balance out the masculine and feminine energies within, so that you can open up to your heart again, so that you can express yourself fully. They were so blocked because of this patterning, because of this patriarchal conditioning, societal conditioning, saying that they weren't allowed to open up to their true self. Now they're opening up to their emotional body. Now they're opening up to their emotions. Now they're communicating their emotions. Now they're connecting to their intuitive senses, and not only that, but they're speaking about their gifts. They're saying, hey, I'm able to communicate with my spirit guides, and I'm not going to let that block me. I'm able to communicate with my divine feminine in this way. I'm not going to let that block me. I'm feeling the love. I'm not going to let that hold me back anymore. I am going to express myself in all my glory. I'm going to express my love, and I'm not going to let that hold me back. Now, I want to say something here. I'm having some throat chakra activations right now. It feels like there's a little bit of a block in my heart. So the masculine energies that I'm picking up on, the segment that I'm picking up on here, they might have just started reaching into their heart. They might have just started opening up to this love. They might have just started experiencing all of this. Might have just started opening up to this communication, but it feels like with this tree of life here, it feels like a rebirth for them. It feels like everything is new. Everything feels more colorful. Everything feels more vibrant. It's like they've just been born and they're seeing the world for the first time, and everything feels so wondrous and magnificent and alive. That's the feeling that I'm getting for your divine masculine, like they were asleep before and now they're awakened. Now they've been reborn with this tree of life, and there's so much knowledge here, and it's like they want to just embrace everything that they're learning. embrace everything that they're experiencing. So for some of you, it has silent whispers of the heart here they're pointing me to. For some of you, you might not have received communication yet. You might not be seeing forward movement yet from your divine masculine, but it's just because they've just been reborn as the divine masculine. They've just stepped into this energy and they're opening up to their heart. They're learning how to express themselves. They're learning how to communicate both with themselves, their higher self, their true self, and with their ascended masters, their spirit team, their spirit guides, their archangels, with God, source energy itself. And they are learning how to express themselves to you as well. So it might be intuitive communication that's coming forward for you now. It might be signs and synchronicities, divine feminines, but it's just because they're just starting to learn how to listen to their heart, listen to their emotions, feel their emotions, trust their emotions, and express their emotions. This is a really beautiful energy coming from the divine masculines, a really beautiful energy. It feels like a rebirth for both of you. It feels like you're both about, if you have not just stepped into your predominant energies, it feels like you're both about to step into your predominant energies and come into inner union within yourself. And again, as you come into inner union, that's when you come into outer union, reunion, meeting up with your divine counterpart, the physical. That's when the physical relationship starts to take place, building the foundations for this new life. So here in the union energies, we have Sacred Earth Mother, a message of love. I was going to pull another card, but they stopped me because they said I have everything that I need here for this channeled message. And you see, this is the message that I'm getting here. You see this evolution. You see these three leading up to the heart, and the heart is just bursting with energy. The heart is just bursting with love. This is that Trinity energy we were talking about. This is the divine masculine, and the divine feminine, leading, merging, rising, ascending to this next stage of evolution. You see how these two, this darker energy here is like a doorway. This is your ascension. This is you moving through the doorway and ascending to this higher level of your own self, your higher level of this connection. And it is just, as you come together, it is just this energy is bursting forth. This is union. This is complete harmony, complete peace, complete bliss within your connection. This is building the new foundation. And so as you come into inner union, as you ascend and rise in yourself, within your own energies, within your own higher vibration, this is feeling that peace within yourself. This is feeling able to express yourself. This is complete harmony within yourself, complete bliss and happiness within yourself, regardless of external circumstances. This is being appreciative and loving who you are, self-love being a key component here, and loving your life, loving your divine counterpart, and loving yourself, both unconditionally, without expectations, acceptance of where you are in every moment, loving where you are in every moment. And as you do that, as you come into inner union, also feeling the connection with your divine counterpart within your heart, then you rise into outer union, and the energy, that coming together energy, is just explosive. That heart just explodes. This is that unconditional love that you are remembering. This is who you are. This is that message of love. That unconditional love, remembering who you are, awakening to who you are, understanding who you are, understanding that you are unconditional love. You don't have to seek for it. You don't have to learn it. This is who you truly are. You are this unconditional love. What you're remembering is this. You're remembering that you are love. You're remembering that you are light. You're remembering your true connection to your divine counterpart and to yourself. You're remembering that you are peace. You're remembering that you are harmony. You are remembering that you are this higher vibration. You're remembering that you are love. And so as you are ascending, both of you together, coming into this harmony, coming into this bliss, as you are reunited to build this new foundation. Remember, it's going to be in the past. What was past is past. Let that go. That was your old relationship. That was your old paradigm. That was your old experience with your divine counterpart. Let that go so that you can build anew, so that you can build the trust back, so that you can build the love back. Because with true divine counterparts, there's always that undercurrent of love. There's always that undercurrent of forgiveness. There's always that undercurrent of harmony. You're always wanting to come back to that peace. You're always wanting to come back to that bliss and happiness with one another and that forgiveness for one another. That is true divine counterparts. It was just the fear that was blocking you. It was just the resentment that was blocking you. It was just the karma and the soul sludge that was blocking you. Let go of all that. Don't hold on to that attachment. Return to the unconditional love that you feel within your heart. And as you do that, that is what allows you to ascend. And as you ascend, it's like it's almost like these are two hands here that are just holding up this heart. That's what happens. As you ascend, you hold out your heart for yourself, for each other, for the world. That love just expands and explodes to just shift the vibrations of everyone around you in your own proximity and the world itself, because your love lights worlds. Your love truly lights worlds. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for the overall energies. We're going to dive a little bit deeper. If you're resonating with this, feel free to go over to the extended on the Patreon. I'll have a link in the description box below. We're going to dive deeper into the tarot with the masculine energies, the feminine energies, how you're feeling about each other, how you're relating to each other, if there's anything blocking, things like that. And then we'll have final messages with my own message deck, final messages of what you want to say to each other at this time. I'm sending you guys so much love, so much light. We'll be back on Monday with the live stream, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget about that. And if you are resonating with my readings, make sure you also stay tuned. We'll have the daily energy draws and a weekend update as well. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Send you so much love, so much light. See you later.